squaring off in this one. Richard, this is a game that's been on the radar for a long time.
Yeah, there's only a few regular season games that people actually look forward to. But this one, it gives us a good gauge of where the best teams are. A preview of how they could approach a potential playoff battle down the road.
Oh, well said. Yeah, a peek to what could be a matchup in the playoffs. Absolutely. Now, a look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Here's Paul. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Now, Booker, after Brandon Clark missing on that last three-pointer. Deep. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Paul with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant kicks to Clark. Jackson setting the pick here for Clark. Dish now to Jackson. Clark outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Clark's got 6 points.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Paul. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Jackson. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Booker with it. Now defended by Bain. And the wide open shot from Crowder. A miss that time would have put him up.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Morant against Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Now Clark, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Clark, the pass to Bain. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Paul passes to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
And here's Jones. On the wing, Green. They set the pick. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Booker dishes to Paul. And the layup is good. Paul's got his third basket of the night.
Defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Right wing. Here's Eldorado. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Jones. Lock at 6. Now the pass to Tillman. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Phoenix making some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Jay Crowder. Suns trail by 3. Paul surveying the floor. And Ayton throws it down.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. So good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Bane passes to Tillman. The shot, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. It really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Al Paul, 6 points for him. Pass to Craig. And the rejection by Jackson. Adams in the high post. Out to Morant. Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Jones, no one around him. Hands it from downtown.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Booker against Adams. Here's the 3. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down. Now it's just 3 on the bucket from Booker.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Here's Morant. Booker against Jones. To the paint. Here's Adams. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assisted by
Adams has got his first points of the game. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 3. Booker with it. It's picked up by Brooks. Craig with a screen on Jones. Pass to Craig. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era, and they've returned to a brand of team. first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
For your son's Breaker Dance Crew.
5 to shoot. Pull for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And stolen by Booker. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Suns foul. Torrey Craig. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Jones. One shot.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Torrey Craig. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Chris Paul. And Memphis also making a switch. Konchar's checked in. And they'll get another chance. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. 6 to shoot. Jones kicks to Adams. A second chance effort. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Now here's Booker to the middle, Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And the second free throw, good. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Jackson in the corner. Back to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Memphis moving it around. And stolen by Ayton. Shamet on the wing. From deep three-point range. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
3 shots.
It goes on Dylan Brooks. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Memphis leading. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Now here's Jones. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Jackson has the open look. And another miss by Memphis. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Shamet. Tries again. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Screen by Adams. Konchar, the pass to Adams. Here's Konchar. Back to Adams. Good on the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll
20. The Grizzlies, 22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' foul. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
And here is Clark after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. For the 3, the Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Morant right side. Second shot opportunity, and Clark puts it in.
Assisted.
Clark's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Bangs on the trifecta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Clark against Ayton. Now, here's Clark. Defense is right there. Morant passes to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night. Kicks it out to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Morant, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Bridges for 3. That shot misses, and it's Memphis the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Jackson misses. Suns have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Wasted no time on that one.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Clark.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Bridges outside. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Brooks, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Johnson, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clark kicks to Jackson. Morant surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Clark with a wide open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Clark's got 7 points for the quarter.
And when Clark is on fire, he stays aggressive. You got to love how this young fella is willing to dominate games.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Brooks outside. All against Morant. And then Morant crams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Jackson got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Memphis out in. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Memphis who's out there for Phoenix. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. Shamet's checked in. And here's Booker from the arc. Over in the corner, Paul. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Clark outside. Back to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Morant against Paul. And the rejection by Ayton. It's stolen. Clark inside. Defended by Paul. And Memphis with another turnover here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Booker looking around.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Free throw good, Booker.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Jackson in the corner. And he drives in. And a wide open look for Bane. A three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Paul dishes to Johnson. Booker with no one around. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix. Jackson a screen on Paul. Bane kicks to Jackson. Back to Bane. Will it go? And right through it goes.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Up top, Morant. Defended by Paul. Another shot. And it's Clark in the corner. Back to Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Paul. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Booker the pass to Crowder. Shamet kicks to Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Crowder finds Payne on the wing. Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Shamet the pass to Crowder. Sinks the three-pointer. Crowder's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns. Morant kicks to Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
3-point field goal.
Morant's got 6 assists now in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the shot is good. Shamet's got his first basket of the night.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Clark outside. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
Crowder from outside. Booker with it. Now defended by Payne. No good from Booker. The Grizzlies on offense. Morant left side. Memphis moving it around. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. And that'll be his third foul so far.
4th team foul.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Crowder a screen on Payne. Fires for 3. Booker dishes to Crowder. Pulls up. High post. And it's Payne in the corner. 5 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Morant. Off with the layup. So the Suns win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
But, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.
talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Paul, they swipe it. For the finish, and it's powered home by Towns.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
6 on the shot clock. Johnson passes to Booker. The outside leaner. That one a little long.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Second team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Ball against Edwards.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
From deep three-point range. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Edwards finds Towns. Chalk up 2 there. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Johnson passes to Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Paul. Johnson a screen on Russell. Outside Johnson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
D'Angelo Russell. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Suns now, searching for their first points of the game. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stop.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Crowder finds Ayton. Shakes him. He shoots again. Pass to Johnson. Another shot. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Minnesota in the lead. A minute 31 left in the first. McDaniels a screen. Towns passes to Russell with the crossover. No good there. The Suns go the other way with it. On the wing, Crowder, defended by Gobert. Outside for Booker. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Russell to pass to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 6 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Booker to the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
From deep, Johnson. And no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Inside. Gobert with the bucket.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Over Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Edwards fires from way outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Torrey Craig out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Clock is at 3. Booker no good. Here's Minnesota. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Booker. The shot that time not on target. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Booker. Craig with a screen. Fades and shoots. Ayton passes to Booker. Fader on the way. Booker missing again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. With the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Booker's got his second basket on the night.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Russell to pass to Towns. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Back to Craig. Outside Booker. Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Craig. Here's Bridges. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side McDaniels. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. McDaniels got his 2nd bucket of the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Craig. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul of the game. Payne's checked in for Paul. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Russell, the pass to Towns. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Gobert on the high post. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
They get it back. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Ayton's got 6.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The Suns have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Booker against Edwards. Takes the 3. Booker no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it, showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. And he sinks the second. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Booker against Edwards. 3-pointer. Booker missing again. The Timberwolves shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Payne. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Minnesota in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the...
14, the Timberwolves, 27.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Payne. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played here in the second half. Towns down low, covered by Johnson. Edwards is doubled. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Ayton. Now here's Booker. From deep, Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in. Outside Russell. Out to the wing. Towns down low. Johnson on him. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And that one falls for Gobert. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Johnson a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul to halt the run. Booker finds Ayton. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. McDaniels passes to Russell. And they're on the break. And that one's good. Paul's got his first points of the game.
Never surprising to see Chris Paul start the break now. But as we see right there, he's just as good at finishing it.
Pass to McDaniels. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
McDaniels from long range. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Bridges from behind the arc. The shot no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Blocking foul called on Chris Paul. 4th personal foul. 15.
And he can't get the first one. Crowder, he's checked in for Johnson. And the second free throw is good. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 11. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Now here's Towns. He's got 13. Russell. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Looking to get back on track. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside for Booker. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
1:03 left in the third quarter here. Paul passes to Crowder. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Assist goes to.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
Edwards against Booker. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray. Booker's got 9 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor. It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
First free throw is good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Pass to Bridges from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Crowder with a screen. For 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Good work defensively by Crowder. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Devin Booker out there with Landry Shamet, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for your Suns.
Russell finds Gobert. Back to Russell. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Shamet from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
First team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Minnesota's shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Edwards. Second chance effort. Here's Gobert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Towns against Johnson. And the basket by Towns.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive boards.
Outside Booker. Pass to Johnson. Here's Shamet. He drops it from range. Shamet's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. And here's Edwards outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Back to Lee. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 5. A good look from Johnson. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Gobert. Ayton with the defensive effort. Boy, the Suns are struggling. Booker finds Ayton. Back to Booker. Ayton with a screen. Beyond the arc. There's the 3. Shamet, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Edwards against Booker. Pass to Lee. Here's Shamet. Right side Johnson. Ayton with a screen. Doubled by Towns. Johnson passes to Ayton. Now here's Russell. Guarded closely. The shot, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Booker against Edwards. Back to Booker. The 3. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Lee. Back to Shamet. Right side Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
For the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Booker against Edwards. A shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Suns missing.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Shamet. Hayden with a screen. From deep. Shamet, no good.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Now Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Outside Booker. The three is up. He's off on that one. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here.
The end of the game.
This one wasn't even close. The hometown.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony. And, you know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. They get it again to the left side wing. Here's Eldorado, defended by Towns. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Eldorado with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Eldorado. He's guarded by Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Jackson setting the pick here for Payne. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
To the inside, Adams. 4 on the clock. Here's Eldorado. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Payne. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Tries again, and it's good on the way up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Eldorado. Russell against Morant. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. There's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
6 to shoot. Adams finds Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Russell dishes to Gobert. Back to Russell. There's the drive. Minnesota again turning it over.
Memphis ball.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Passes it to Payne. Here's Eldorado. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Here's the pass to Payne. Here's Eldorado. Back to Payne. Morant outside. On the clock. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic. at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Bane with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Grizzlies shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for Memphis.
That free throw, no good.
Good boy. Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell passes to Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant against Russell. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzly.
Please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
They've got Jones, and it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Outside, Towns. And finished off by McDaniels.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Tillman. Edwards with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Jackson comes in for Danny Green. Baines checked in for John Concho. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Puts the move on, and Russell puts it in. Russell's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
Bane kicks to Adams. Morant outside. Adams with the screen on Russell. Here's Morant. Back to Adams. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Towns penetrating, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
Kick out to Adams. Wants to get it to Morant, and does. Pass to Eldorado. Clock at 6. Pass to Bane. It's stolen by Edwards. Out to the right wing. Back to McDaniel. Now the dish to Gobert. Down low. A nice shot by McDaniel. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Gobert. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
And Adams kicks to Jackson. Back to Adams. Passes it to Eldorado. Over to the wing. Russell against Morant. Sinks that one from the post. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one. Yes, sir.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Green comes in for Jackson. Konchar's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Back to Jones. On the wing, Green. Over to the left wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here is Edwards. He's got 7, and there's the pass to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Outside, Green. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. Up in time. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime.
The previous play is under review.
They are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. All right, David, thank you.
Let's hear it for the double up team.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Here's Tillman, defended by Gobert. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. Count that 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 7 and the bucket from Tillman.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Edwards into the lane.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
The Grizzlies shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Jones. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks it to Gobert. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Green. There's the pick. The three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's McDaniels. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential. Now, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant against Russell. Adams dishes to Morant. Over Russell. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Morant.
You know, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns with it. Now defended by Bane. Here's Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. One's on Morant.
This guy's a shifty player now. D'Angelo Russell adept at using various speeds to keep defenders off balance.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside for Jackson. In the corner, it's Bane. Here's Eldorado. McDaniels defending. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Clock at 4. Leans from outside. Out to Morant. Goes back up. Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got his second bucket.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Screen by Adams. Morant against Russell. And that one's good. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 10. Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Towns, no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Bane kicks to Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
76% from the line a season ago.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Edwards. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Up top, Adams, defended by Gobert. Here's Morant. 14 points for him. And a wide open look for Bane. And again, Memphis no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
Morant kicks to Adams. Edwards against Bane. Here's Adams up and in on the layup. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Russell from long range.
Well, Steven Adams making his presence felt. This guy on the defensive end.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Minnesota on top, leading by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Aldama in the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. That one is no good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And Edwards drops them both. Grizzlies shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the team leans into his ability to carry the offense, and right now, Karl Anthony Towns is a problem for the defense.
In the corner, it's Bane. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Out to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Morant against Gobert. Jackson from long range. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Adams, the pass to Morant. Back to Adams. Pass to Aldama. It's Jackson atop the key. Pass to Aldama. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 11-point game. Grant. Russell left side. Driving inside. Great D that time from Bane. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Passes to Aldama. Inside, outside for Jackson. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 13. Down low, here's McDaniels. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Morant passes to Aldama. Out to Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
6 to shoot. To end the drought. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's 17 points for John Morant. Stolen by McDaniels. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Green comes in for Jackson. Konchar's checked in for Bane. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Here's Edwards. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a 2-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
Aldama passes to Tillman. Here's Eldorado. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Jones dishes to Green, and stolen by Russell.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Minnesota.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Conchar, the pass to Green. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
Off the inbound, the drive by Russell. Misses at the rim. Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Russell. Driving to the basket. And he comes up with the deuce.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Now, here is Russell. There's the three. Misses there. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
offense beating good defense. Brett, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get into the fourth quarter with the game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, BA.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. The duo inside, Johnson and Ayton. And it's Crowder in at the 3. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams, puts the move on, and he lays it in.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Paul against Bane. Here's Johnson from downtown. Crowder right side, outside Booker. From deep, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover. Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Brooks against Booker. That shot missing. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Right side Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
A nice shot by Booker.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
Outside Bane. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Adams. Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. The drive by Paul. Johnson passes to Paul. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Booker. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Paul for 3. Knocked away. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Adams, the pass to Morant, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. .151 left in the first quarter of the game. Paul with it. Pass to Booker. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. A line change here for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Ayton passes to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
To the middle. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jones from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's a 3 from Paul. Here's Johnson. Aldama grabs the board.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Here's Tillman.
Phoenix foul. Devin Booker. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Memphis.
That free throw no good.
2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. He launched that one from way outside.
3 points.
Booker's got 6.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better. That time from way outside.
Tillman misses.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Pass to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. For 3, Booker. Picked it. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Booker. Ayton finds Johnson. Booker with it. Drops in the 3. Booker's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Here's Jones. He's good with a little jumper in close.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Johnson a screen on Jones. Paul passes to Johnson. Outside Booker. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. The team is...
And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Desmond Bane is out there with Dillon Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Bridges with it, guarded by Morant. They grab their own miss. Crowder finds Paul. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
Who poked away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Now Morant. He's guarded by Bridges. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, he has the size and get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
The Suns making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Morant against Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Adams missing. The Suns leading. Booker for 3. There's the triple. No good. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Bane, the pass to Brooks. And here's Adams. Adams with a screen on Booker. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. Good work defensively by Crowder. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Ayton. Now Booker. Fires from deep. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
That one goes. Count it. Morant's got 6. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them the charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game the way he can produce.
On the wing, Bane. Back to Morant. Pass to Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot, and that one's good. Give him 8 points now.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Booker, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That free throw good from Booker.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Adams with a screen on Bridges. Outside Morant. Payne against Payne. Back to Morant. And stolen by Bridges. In transition. For 3. Fires in the triple.
Like to see Mikel get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Morant against Bridges. The jump hook. Adams, the pass to Morant. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Crowder. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Payne, the pass to Morant. Pass to Adams. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Booker for 3. Ayton finds Bridges. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks against Booker. Over Jackson. Outside Booker. The fader. Shot clock at 6. Payne, pass to Booker. Oh, Adams with the block.
Now, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
The Suns, 24. Fans, get ready for the double lucky.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne, and it's Ayton in at the center spot.
Yeah, Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Shamet. Brooks defending to the right side. Unloads. And stolen by Williams. And Brooks with a basket on the assist from Williams.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And that one good.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Morant against Bridges. Morant, the pass to Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Bridges outside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 8.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 10.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Bridges passes to Aiden. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Aiden has. He's getting it done down low.
Morant, the pass to Williams. Brooks, right side. Outside Morant. 6 on the shot clock. In transition, here come the Suns. From deep, Johnson. Suns keep it alive. Payne, the pass to Aiden. Doubled by Jackson. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Only one defender will get the steal in the stat sheet, but both guys made an impact there on D. And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Phoenix is going 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now here's Aiden. Give him 8. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. Conchar, he's checked in for Desmond Bane.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
Here's Johnson. 6-point lead. Down low. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
To the inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Here we go. 1-on-1. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Brooks outside. There's 1:47 left to play in the third.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Chris Paul comes in for Payne. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 18 points in the game.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Mikal Bridges. The free throw drops for Morant. Crowder, he's checked in for Bridges. So he gets them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. Now here's Williams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
The Suns have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's Paul. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Booker. Puts up a 3. Leaps for it. And they get it back. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks it from distance. 7 points in the game.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Here's Morant. Left block shot on the way, and Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Morant. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his side to foul him.
At the line for 2.
That free throw no good. And the Suns making a change here. He hits the second from the line.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Outside, Green. Pass to Aldama. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Phoenix has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside Booker. Bridges down low. Pass to Paul. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Bridges misses. The Grizzlies shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Bain, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Conchar. He's covered by Ayton. Outside, Williams. Back to Conchar. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there. They've had active hands. They've been in great position. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Williams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges left side. Outside Johnson. Back to Bridges. Launches it. Conchar pulls it in. Booker against Bain. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Pass to Williams. The 3 ball. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Stolen by Booker. From outside the arc. Here's Bridges. And he gets it to go. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Bridges on the inside just hitting the offensive glass. That's great hustle.
There's a screen. Here's Morant. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Booker fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, stolen by Morant. Outside for Green. Uses the glass on the layup.
Pulling no punches. Attacking the heart of that defense.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. Shamit, he's checked in for the Suns.
Substitution for the Suns. Landry Shamit.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Aldama. Drops in the layup for two. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Shamet. Phoenix no good that time either.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Williams misses. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Booker, the pass to Johnson. And stolen by Williams. Bane finds Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Booker against Bane. Here's Shamet. On target from range. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Suns.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And the basket by Shamet.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shamet, no good. Memphis with the ball. They trail by 14. Pass to Bane. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Booker fires from way outside. Off on that one. So no problems for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, a nice win.
matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. And it's Crowder in at the small forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Edwards finds Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
And here are the Suns now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Back to Edwards. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's McDaniels following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. And finished off by Gobert.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Paul passes to Johnson. Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Ayton on the wing. Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Paul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Gobert with the defensive effort. Russell with it. Chris Paul covering. Towns, no luck. Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
At the arm, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Driving in. Pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Johnson outside. To the wing right side. Ayton. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
First free throw is good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
The Suns leading. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Crowder with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. For 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards trying to get open. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Out to the wing. And it's Towns penetrating over Johnson. Towns, no luck. Suns leading by 7. Booker in the corner. Up the ball. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Booker. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns headed to...
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns. Timberwolves on offense. They trail by 7. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Towns. Here's Gobert. And the officials call it for a 3-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Paul outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Another shot. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Paul's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
There's that poise we talk about with Paul. Not rushing anything with the clock up against him.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Edwards dishes to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. Here's Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Paul finds Johnson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
That shot is off. Some solid defense from Johnson. Bridges, no one around him. Good chance here for Booker. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Ayton, the screen. Launches it. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 14.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And a of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And so he hits both. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Johnson against Towns. Booker right side, driving the lane. Johnson outside. And they get it back. Bridges for three. Johnson finds Bridges. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Chalk up 2 there.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
There's the feed to Ayton. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. The pass to Edwards. Rejected by Booker. They recover it. Russell against Paul. Russell kicks to Gobert. Back to Russell. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns leading by 8. Johnson down low. He's guarded by Russell. Missed inside. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Ayton against Towns. Russell passes to Towns. That one goes in. Towns has got 6.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Paul kicks to Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Edwards shoots a fader. With the second effort, Towns with a nice move. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Timeout call, first of the game for Minnesota. You've got to like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancer.
Russell high post to the wing on the left. Here's McDaniels. And the last second attempt does not go in for. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves 25, the Suns 29.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. Payne out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Home in the paint. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Here's Payne. Pass to Shamet. Out to Payne. Wide open. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Back to Gobert. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And now, let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Payne looking around. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Knocked loose and stolen by Ayton. Outside Crowder. Towns with the steal. Bridges with the steal. To the inside. Shamet. That one drops for him. And the Suns lead by 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Count the basket.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Payne in the post. Russell's there. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside Russell. Gobert against Ayton. Bucket is good. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
That's good from Edwards on the assist by Russell. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Now here's Payne. No points in the game yet for him. Shamet with it. Picked up by Edwards. Back to Payne. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards passes to McDaniels for the lead, and he sinks the layup. McDaniels got his 3rd bucket of the night. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaching. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Devin Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Payne. This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 14. Towns dishes to Gobert. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Some solid defense from Ayton.
2 minutes.
To stop the run. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Back to Booker. Johnson with a screen on it. Johnson left side. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Landry Shamet's checked in for Bridges.
Suns substitution, Landry Shamet.
A minute 42 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Paul passes to Ayton. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack approach strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Here's Booker. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
This is what makes Booker such a dangerous scorer. He has the ability to convert through physical defense.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Russell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Edwards dishes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Outside Russell. Inside Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Booker. Down low. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Booker. And rejection by McDaniel. Call against Russell. Right side Towns. McDaniels passes to Edwards. That one goes. Counted. 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Kicks it out to Johnson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dishes it to Booker. This one for 3 from 17 feet out. From the arc. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Russell finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense. Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Shamet. Kicks it out to Paul. For 3. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is Paul's game. A pass-first point guard who excels at setting up his teammates.
A crossover. And Gobert with the lay-in. 18 points for Rudy Gobert.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Suns leading by 5, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Up top, Russell, defended by Paul. Now, here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And the dunk by Booker.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Nice shot by Gobert.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Towns down low, defended by Booker. Edwards kicks to Russell. And they double up Russell. For 3, Edwards. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for Minnesota,
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Booker's shot is good.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Johnson, the pass to Paul, and it's sent back by Russell. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Just 3 to shoot, and a deep 3 from Booker. No good on the quick 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. A nice shot by McDaniel. That's now 8 points for Jaden McDaniel. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves. Booker against Edwards. Booker dishes to Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from a stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Got it.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And that was the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Now, here's Shannon. He dishes it to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul from outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. "12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And here's a timeout for Monty Williams.
Let us know you want one. Fans, let's do it. We're almost there.
And so here's Phoenix. Here's Booker. Can't cash in. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can instituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion, the ruling on the floor is confirmed. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking and the game continues on. That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They trail by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely do it.
Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Edwards finds McDaniel.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Here's Towns, drives to the hoop. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Edwards against Booker. Paul kicks to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Paul passes to Ayton. The 3 from Johnson. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. McDaniels with the ball. He's guarded by Booker. And it's Edwards, top of the key. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards drives in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Booker dishes to Johnson. Back to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Johnson up top. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. Back to Towns. Out to Russell. Deflects the pass. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Booker. Passes it to Johnson. The dish to Bridges. Back to Johnson. The pass to Paul. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
When the going gets tough, you got CP on the side. He steps up. What a winner.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And McDaniels drops them both. Paul with the ball. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And that one drops.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Edwards finds Towns. Out to Edwards. Over Booker. Back to Edwards. A 3 ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Lets it go with a 3. That's good from Booker on the assist by Johnson. Booker's got 33 points. Russell dishes to Towns. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they...
going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Now here's Morant. Brooks, the pass to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
Here's Brooks after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. Rebound Minnesota.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Stolen by Jackson. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Edwards against Bane. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Towns for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Bane. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Back to Morant. Jackson on the wing. Outside Morant. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Bane. Adams a screen. The drive by Bane. From deep, Morant. Second chance shot. Driving to the basket. Adams, the pass to Morant. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Hard to overstate Morant's shooting ability. It just comes natural to him.
Pulls it. Oh, Adams with the block. Edwards against Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's gotten his second bucket. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Greg.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Memphis leading. Adams attacking. Double team on Adams. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Up top, Jackson, guarded by Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Adams. And here's Bane. Knocked loose. Stolen by Russell. Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the wing, Bane. McDaniels covering.
Timberwolves foul.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Conchar, he's checked in for Bane. And it's Jones in for Morant. Now here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldama. Fires from the wing. And it's Gobert with a rebound. McDaniels with it. He's against Tillman. To the wing on the left. Gobert passes to Towns. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
And that one falls for Towns. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brandon?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Jones from the top of the key, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Russell with the ball.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Tie game in Minnesota.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Clark is checked in for Tillman.
Grizzlies substitution, Brandon Clark.
Clark against Gobert. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jones. 5 on the clock. Over Russell. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Here's Towns. Can't hit from in close. McDaniels against Clark. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Steven Adams checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. Jackson, the pass to Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Bane. Edwards pulls it in. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And it's Morant off the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Tries again. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
McDaniels inside. Brooks defending. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Stolen by Russell. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Morant into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 6 points. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. And combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. McDaniels against Brooks. And it's McDaniels off the drive. And they recover it. Gobert passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here he goes. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. The 3. Edwards pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Xavier Tillman is out there with Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
Here's Edwards. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Jones. Here's Aldama, covered by Towns. And he gets the bucket.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Russell against Jones. Tipped. And they're pushing it up. On the wing, Jones. Here's Conchar, guarded by Edwards. Inside. Left side, Jones. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's McDaniels. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Pass to Aldama. Outside, Green. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. And he's good on the second. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Aldama grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And the basket by Clark.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Gobert Gobert passes to McDaniels. They get it again. Goes back up. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Brandon Clark.
Gobert going to the line. The defense couldn't do anything but foul the big fella. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Baines checked in. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. There's a screen. Kicks it out to Clark. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Now here's Russell. Give him 8 points now. Towns, that's good.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Down low. Towns. It's good. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And the basket by Clark.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Gobert finds Towns. Shot left block. Gobert, no good. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jones in the post, guarded by Edwards. Here's Bane on the wing. Conchar pass to Clark. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Grizzlies foul. John Conchar.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Conchar.
Jerry Jackson Jr.
Pass to Gobert. Russell up top. Give him 8. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 4. Pulls up. Here's Gobert. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Edwards. Jones, the pass to Clark. And here's Morant outside. Outside Jones. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Knocks it down from distance.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Russell against Jones. Back to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Jones. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Shot is good by Edwards. And it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Edwards against Bane. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And he drops it in from the low post.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Stolen by Bane. Brooks drives in. Stolen by Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jones. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Here's Russell. And he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Now here's Adams. Jackson for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Jackson gets the bucket.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Pass to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Adams. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
He's been in this league for a while. Steven Adams is ready for situations like this.
Taking 2 shots.
So it comes up empty at the line. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Pass to Bane. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Desmond Bane is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Morant. Here's Gobert. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter. And Morant gets it to go. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Russell finds Towns. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Morant, up and over Russell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Russell, pass to McDaniels. Outside for Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Jacks up a 3. They got the rebound. Gobert. Money.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
Towns passes to Russell. Towns down low. Jackson on him. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. It's tipped. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.